Hello guys, anyone who has no registered land in his or her name is not qualified to do an indenture or a sublease to you. Is not qualified. So I'm currently having an issue where someone just contacted me, I think yesterday, or like it's been 2 days. We've been going back and forth. He's bought a land from someone who has bought it from a company. So a company has registered a land. The company has a land title certificate registered in its company name, and then this guy goes to buy, someone buys land from that company, and that person that bought the land from that company wants to resell the land to another person, a third party or a fourth party. So that person wants to resell the land. Now my friend here went to buy that land from that person. Now instead of the person leading my friend to the company to do a document directly from the company to my friend, a third party who has bought from the company, has actually done the document from his name to my friend's name. And I told him that is not appropriate. It is not appropriate, because the one that is doing the document from his name into my friend's name, has not registered it in his name. His name is not recognized at the Land Commission. So he's not qualified to do a document from himself to my friend. No, he's not qualified. The only way he is qualified is if he has registered the land in his name. He has a land title certificate in his name. So in that case, he can actually, do a document from his name, or he can prepare an indenture from using his name to my friend's name. But if he hasn't registered in his name, he doesn't have a land title certificate, he's not qualified. You are not qualified. I have a lot of experiences. We have Lakeside, and Lakeside is also somewhere around Ashalebotri. If someone bought a land from Lakeside Estate and that person wants to resell it to you, that person cannot do the indenture, prepare another indenture from his name to you. No. He has to take you to Lakeside Estate. The Lakeside Estate will prepare another indenture from its name, meaning Lakeside, to you. Unless you go ahead at the Land Commission to register in your name before you can actually prepare an indenture from your name directly to the person you are selling it to. So that is the back and forth we are having. Another issue is that, which has to be really addressed, is if someone bought a land and then he registered in the name of a company. Let's say Imoru Sadat, I bought a land and I registered in the name of my company, which is Tembia Estate. If I am selling the land to you, I have to prepare an indenture from Tembia Estate to you, not from my personal name, because it's not my personal name that the land is bearing. The land has been registered at the Land Commission in my company name. Do you understand? So the only person that is qualified to do the document to you is the company. I may be working for the company, or I may even be the owner of the company, but I wouldn't use my personal name to do an indenture from my name to you. No, I have to use the company. So even if I'm going to use my name inside, I'm going to write from Tembia Estate on one side, and then the other side is you, the one who is buying. So maybe in the indenture I can include that represent Tembia Estate represented by Sadat Imoru. Do you understand? And witnessed by another person, something like that. Do you understand? At the end of the day, it is Tembia that is what selling it from its name to you. So don't let anyone who has bought a land registered in the company use his personal name, even if he's an owner. You understand? Use his personal name to sell or do an indenture for you. It is not appropriate. When you go to register it at the Land Commission, it will backfire. You waste your money for free. So let us learn some of these simple things. In business, there's what we call separate legal entity. And we have learned in business that a business owner is different from the business. A company owner is different from the company. A partnership owner is different from, as for that one is sold. You understand? So a company is different from its owner. So a company can operate on its own. It can be sued and be sued. It can also sue someone. It can also undertake transactions on its own. That is why they call it a company, a separate legal entity. And one other thing is that if it is a limited liability company, that means that if it goes and it go and take loan and the company cannot pay, the bank cannot come and follow you, the individual or the owner. The bank cannot come and follow you, the owner. The bank can only attack the company. You understand? So let's say if you have your personal property and you are the owner of, let's say, Tembia Estate. If Tembia Estate goes for a loan of 1 million Ghana cedi and Tembia cannot afford, if the bank is coming to attack, they cannot come to me, the owner. They cannot come and take my personal property. They cannot come and take my cars. Nothing. They can't. The only thing they can take is if a car has been registered in the name of the company. If a house has been registered. If the company has properties, the bank can confiscate those properties, sell and get their money back. But they cannot come into my personal properties. That is what we call separate legal entity. So it is in that light that if a company registered a land in its own name, it has to be sold using its own name. Whether the owner is the one representing it or not, it has to be in its own name. And it has to be clear that that name or the owner is just a representative, but he's not the one that is selling it to you. This is very, very important, because tomorrow, if you let the individual or the owner use his name, and tomorrow there's any litigation, the company or that owner or anybody can claim that no, it's not the company that sold it to you. Or even that owner, when he dies, imagine he dies, and then you present these documents, and different owner or someone else is the CEO of that company. He can refuse you. He can tell you that no, the document you are holding is not from the company to you. It is rather from an individual. So go and look for that individual. In that case, you have lost the property, you have lost the land, you have lost everything. So never and ever let someone use his personal name to prepare an indenture for you. This is very, very important. Yes. So my name is Imoru Sadat. If you want help to register your land in Ghana, I'm available. If you also want me to help you with due diligence before you buy any property in Ghana, let's say you want to buy a land in Ghana, you want to buy a house in Ghana, you need to do your due diligence. We are also available. Our company provides such a service. If you also want to buy a land or a property somewhere, you want to see how the location looks like. The person has made video for you, but it's not satisfactory. You need to see how the road looks like. Let me show you. You see, that's the road right here. So I can go make video of the road like this, so that you get to see how the road looks like, how the place looks like, before you actually invest your money in it. Another thing is that some people, when they are selling property, let's say houses, they do a lot of editing of the videos. So you might put your money in and later you come and see the property and you'll be disappointed. So you can hire me. I can go and make a video. I don't edit the video. I'll show you the reality of what it is. This is very, very important. You understand? So we provide such service again. And if you also want to buy a land, we have litigation free land, a company land, registered with a land title certificate. Is registered with the land title certificate, located at Prampram. You understand? Located at Prampram. Right now we are somewhere around Tema 25 there, but we are heading there. So if you want to buy land around Prampram, closer to the Central University, we have a piece of land there currently. You understand? I'll put the price in the description of this video. Yeah, so we are providing a lot of services for consultation as well. You can reach us. All right, hope to see you and have you. Bye bye.
Subscribe to BTG Talking Business.